Can you imagine a country where they can afford to build roads and hugely expensive multiple bridges just to link tiny islands like these with barely half a dozen inhabitants? To build huge sweeping bridges, some in the middle of nowhere, where they spend a fortune building giant mountain lookouts, seemingly around every corner, and even over rivers, which they then reroute to flow over a glass precipice. I mean, how classy is that? And the tunnels. This is the Freyfjord Tunnel. It's 5.7 kilometres long and it goes down 130 metres beneath the fjord. Amazingly, it's actually a shortcut to Kristiansand, which has a population of a mere 20,000 people. I mean, how much did this cost for so few people? Where do they get the money to build this infrastructure? It comes from these beasties. This one is being towed out to the North Sea to pump oil money back into Norway's economy. And because of that, Norway has the largest sovereign wealth fund in the world, with some $1.4 trillion in assets under management. Norway has pumped massive amounts of money into the land infrastructure. See that emblem on that sign? That shows it's one of 18 scenic routes they have sculpted through their land. Massive investment on selected roads. Through incredible landscapes, along coasts and fjords, mountains and waterfalls like here on the Atlantic Ocean Road. And here, through the incredible Lofoten Islands. Yes, we drive both of these must-do stunning scenic routes, which I've talked about on the other videos, but we also do more. Like here in the Geiranger Fjord, we stay here 2 nights, which means that when the cruise boats have gone home, it's peaceful, and we can go and play up in those mountains without the crowds. This is the winding route up the Dalsnibba Pass to the Geiranger Skywalk. During the day, you can imagine how slow and congested that drive can get, with all the buses from the cruise boats going up and down. So that's why we spend a full day of my time relaxing in town or going for walks in the hills. Then when they all come back down into town, it's our time to drive up the now peaceful pass. You can see the Dalsnibba Pass winding its way far down there to the right. And to the left you can see the road up to where I'm standing on top of the Geiranger Skywalk. The views down to Geiranger are spectacular, Europe's highest fjord view from a road. Remember that the evenings in Norway are light, very, very late. So coming up here in the late afternoon, it's still bright and light, and yet the crowds have disappeared. See that glass railing? We are overhanging a drop of 500 metres. For most of the summer, we're actually above the snow line. Let's take a quick drive back down the mountain pass. Imagine trying to negotiate this road during the daytime with loads of buses coming up and going down. Whoa! Okay, remember that waterfall and this lookout? The tip of the distant mountains is the Dalsnibba where we were yesterday. That's Geiranger far below, and to get up to this point you will drive around 11 hairpin bends. This is Ornesvingen, which translated means the Eagle's Road, and we are on the road to the famous Troll's Path. On the way we stop at Grundsbrandsvedt waterfalls. I do hope I pronounced that right. And for fun, the Norwegians built this winding walkway right over the thundering waterfalls. Spectacular. After catching a ferry across another fjord, we wind our way up to the visitor centre on top of the Trollstigen, the Troll's Path. Another clever design, with the cafe restaurant inside and the walkway up over the roof to get views in both directions. Around the corner you can follow the walkway down to this lookout perched over the cliff edge. From here there's a fantastic view down the far side of the pass. This is it. And the sad thing is virtually all these people will not actually go down the more spectacular far side. This is as far as they get. They see it but do not experience it, as they will turn around and go back the way they came from. And that's where our Scandinavian tour itinerary is really different. The Albatross touring style is always about doing more, seeing more, and our path is right down that valley to the mountains in the distance, to the spectacular Atlantic Ocean Road. Norway is scenery. So if you're going there, don't you want to see the best of the best? The Dalsnibba, the Troll's Path, the Lofoten, and of course this place on the great Atlantic Ocean Road. To places where few tourists go, or visiting at times when they are just not there.